The mystery of why the male brain seems to possess an internal, invisible compass is a story that stretches back 2 million years, far beyond the invention of paper maps or satellite GPS. It is a tale written in the language of survival, etched into the neural pathways of our ancestors who roamed the vast, unforgiving savannahs of the Pleistocene era. When we see a boy today, instinctively knowing which way is north or finding his way back to a parked car in a sprawling, confusing lot without checking his phone, we aren't just seeing a skill. We are witnessing a biological echo of a time when losing one's way didn't just mean being late for dinner. It meant certain death. This internal navigation system is the result of a perfect storm of evolutionary pressure, hormonal chemistry, and a specific type of cognitive architecture that allows the male mind to transform the 3D world into a mental 2D map. To understand this secret of navigation, we must first travel back to the dawn of humanity. For hundreds of thousands of years, the roles of men and women were shaped by the brutal demands of the environment. While women often specialized in foraging, a task that required incredible attention to detail, the ability to remember the exact location of specific plants, and the recognition of landmarks, men were tasked with the hunt. Hunting is a fundamentally different spatial challenge. A hunter does not walk in a straight line. He follows the zigzagging trail of a wounded gazelle for 10, 15, or even 20 miles across unfamiliar territory. Once the hunt is over, the hunter faces a life or death problem. He is miles away from camp, exhausted, and likely losing daylight. He cannot simply retrace his steps. That would take too long and expose him to predators. Instead, he must perform a feat of high-level mathematics known as path integration. He must mentally straighten all those twists and turns and calculate a direct beeline back to his tribe. Over millions of years, the brains that were better at this dead reckoning survived and passed on their genes, while those who got lost disappeared from the gene pool. The biological engine behind this secret is located deep within the brain, in a small, seahorse-shaped structure called the hippocampus. This is the headquarters of human navigation. Within the male hippocampus, there is often a higher density of place cells and grid cells. Think of these cells as a biological coordinate system. Place cells fire when you are in a specific location, while grid cells act like a mental sheet of graph paper, allowing the brain to track distance and direction even in total darkness. Research has shown that when navigating, men often show more intense activation in the left hippocampus, a region tied to Euclidean navigation, the ability to understand space in terms of geometry and cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. While a female brain might navigate using a landmark strategy, remembering to turn left at the red building, the male brain tends to build a survey map. He isn't just remembering where things are, he is subconsciously building a top-down, bird's-eye view of the entire landscape in his mind. But why does this happen specifically in boys? The answer lies in the hormonal secret of testosterone. From the moment a boy is in the womb, high levels of testosterone begin to shape the architecture of his brain. Studies have shown a direct correlation between testosterone levels and mental rotation ability, the secret skill that allows someone to look at a 2D drawing of a complex object and flip it around in their mind to see it from the other side. This mental rotation is the foundation of navigation. It allows a boy to take a 3D environment and rotate it mentally so he can see where he is in relation to where he started. Interestingly, when researchers give small doses of testosterone to women, their spatial navigation scores often increase, proving that this inner compass is partially a chemical phenomenon. This hormone doesn't just provide the grit to keep moving. It provides the spatial vision to know where that movement is going. As a boy grows, this biological blueprint is often reinforced by play. The secret of the male internal map is often sharpened on the playground and in the woods. When boys engage in rough and tumble play or exploration, they are unknowingly training their vestibular system, the balance center in the inner ear. This system tells the brain where the body is in space. Every time a boy climbs a tree, jumps a fence, or runs through a field, he is calibrating his internal sensors. He is learning how far 10 yards feels and how a 90-degree turn alters his orientation to the sun. This spatial grit creates a feedback loop. Because he feels confident in his orientation, he is more likely to take risks and explore further, which in turn makes his internal map even more accurate. However, the modern world is posing a threat to this ancient secret. With the rise of GPS and smartphone navigation, the spatial muscles of the brain are beginning to atrophy. When we follow a blue dot on a screen, we aren't using our hippocampus. We are simply following instructions. We are outsourcing our evolution. Studies have shown that people who rely heavily on GPS have a less active hippocampus and a diminished ability to create mental maps. For boys, whose brains are wired for this specific type of challenge, the loss of independent navigation can lead to a decline in broader problem-solving skills. The secret to finding one's way isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about the cognitive work of understanding the world's layout. Ultimately, the reason a boy can find his way without a map is because he is the map. His brain is a living record of millions of years of successful hunts and dangerous journeys. It is a system that combines the geometric precision of a surveyor with the survival instincts of an apex predator. This inner compass is a reminder that we are more than just modern citizens of a digital world. We are the descendants of explorers who viewed the horizon not as a limit, but as a challenge. The secret isn't just in the stars or the North Pole. It's in the ancient, rhythmic firing of neurons deep within the mind, constantly whispering, "This is the way home."